Hello everybody, I'm Michael Harbridge, Education Senior Manager here at Mako Colors. I want to show you a couple new products we have coming out. We have a product called Rapid Roll, and the primary reason for this glaze was that you could use it on the insides of pieces to roll the color. A couple of the benefits is you don't need to do any thinning like you would with other glazes. This is already the right consistency to use inside of pieces, so you can go right into the piece, roll the glaze, dump it out, and it dries quickly. So you can go right to the glazing on the outside of your piece after just a few minutes of waiting for that color to dry. There are other techniques you can do with it that I'm going to show you today, like this marbleizing technique. It comes in black and white. The SG101 is the white, and then there's SG102, which is the black, and that black is really intense. They're nice opaque colors by themselves. So if I want to roll the inside of a vase as an example, I can take that color. I want to make sure that I shake it up really well. This color is very fluid. I would recommend, instead of squeezing right from the bottle into your shape, you could just pour it into a cup, because you don't want to waste or use too much glaze inside of those pieces that you have a lot of excess coming out. And so just do enough that you think is the right amount for that. I'm going to use it right out of the bottle today, and I want to quickly squeeze that color in, swish that around to coat the inside really quickly, and then I've got a bowl here to kind of catch any excess glaze that runs out of that piece. And I want to hold this upside down to make sure that all of the excess glaze runs out of this piece. I don't want to tip this over right away and have a lot of glaze puddling in the bottom of the ware. And if I get some color on the outside, not a big deal. It'll easily wipe off with a damp sponge. And you can see that this piece is still dripping, and so I don't want to turn it over until that dripping stops. I can give it a little shake to get that excess glaze out of there and make sure that that dripping has stopped before you turn that piece back over. And I'm not getting any more drips, so I think I can safely turn that over. Little drips on the outside. We'll let that dry, and I can easily wipe that away with a damp sponge. And you can't see it in the camera, but this color is already drying. That shiny wet look goes away pretty quickly with that, and that's one of the advantages. You know, some people will thin glazes with water, and one of the biggest mistakes that they make is they mix up too much, and then they pour that glaze back into the bottle, and sometimes that water can have bacteria in it or things that will break down that whole bottle of color. So one of the big advantages to Rapid Roll is you don't need to worry about mixing up too much. This is just in the bottle. I don't need to worry about it breaking down or anything. So here's another cool thing that you can do with Rapid Roll is a marbleizing technique. And because these colors are fluid and ready to go, we can actually work with them right from the bottle. And I can just take and squirt some of this color onto the surface. And I want to work pretty quickly. And I can take and tip and turn this piece to get the marbleizing. And if I need to, if I need more color, I can just squeeze more color on and let those colors run and flow, and add some drips and work them right around the surface. And I've got a bowl here to kind of catch the color as it flows off of the surface. If I've got too dark of an area, I can just take and add a few drips of white and tip and turn this piece to get that to flow. Now, if I want to add other colors on the samples here, you'll see that we've got some purple in the bowl and we've got some red in the smaller bowl. That is incorporating stroke and coat into this as well. So I can squirt the black and the white onto the surface, and then I can drizzle and drip some of the other colors of stroke and coat to add other colors to that surface. You don't want to over-roll this and get the color mixed too much. The black and the white mixed together will give you a gray. So if you want to make other colors with Rapid Roll, black and white together will give you shades of gray. You don't want to take other products and try to tint the white or tint the black, because that can compromise how the color works and change the viscosity of that color. But squirting it in and incorporating it into a piece like this does work. Nice part about this too is it's going to fire out glossy like the samples that you see here, and you don't need to apply any clear glaze to the surface. This one is the purple. You can see a little bit of the purples in there, and this one has a little bit of red incorporated into it as well. So watch for Rapid Roll. Again, SG 101 and 102, white and black, are the two colors that will be available soon.